All right, let's head to Wickliffe where Michael Estime is. And Michael, I'm assuming you're finding more traffic on the roads with you, but you've pulled off now.
You know what, John, we certainly have, and the reason for it is because we wanted to really kind of get a first-hand look at not only how much snow has fallen, and I can say as of this point in Wickliffe and Lake County, about an inch or so, and obviously more snow is coming down. And here's the thing, when you pull out of your driveway and you get onto those neighborhood and subdivision streets, that is where it is still snow covered. So that is where I think the commute for you this morning is going to be the trickiest. So slow down and take your time there. ODOT has done a wonderful job on the interstates this morning, at least where we are. You're looking live at east and westbound on Interstate 90, where again, traffic moving along just fine there. Obviously, you want to build in a few extra minutes and slow on down because we are tracking a couple of slick spots, especially on those bridges and those overpasses. But again, it'll be the neighborhood streets and the side streets that you need to take your time out on this morning. And please don't forget those brushes. You'll need that. And thank goodness, John and Lena, ice is not an issue this morning, so you don't necessarily need the ice scrapers, but again, the snow shovels and snow brushes absolutely needed to start off the last day of your work week. We'll have another check of the roadways here on the east side coming up in about a half an hour.
Okay, Michael, we've been talking about how it's coming from the west. Chicago got blasted. Detroit's looking at 8 inches of snow. Toledo could get like 9.
All right, Tiffany Tarpley is out on the west side in Lorraine. And Tiffany, we actually got a couple of phone calls in the newsroom that told us the roads out there are bad.
Yeah, they really are here. You know, Alina, the snow is falling down pretty lightly here in Lorraine. And as Michael was talking about those neighborhood streets, well, we are in my parents' neighborhood, the neighborhood where I grew up here in Lorraine. You know, we wanted to get an idea of what the streets looked like right here. So you can see these haven't been touched, these neighborhood streets. You know, anytime I come to the Lorraine area, I always seem to get a text from my mother, hey, you could stop by for some oatmeal. So we wanted to go down this west side neighborhood. Can't stop in for the oatmeal, Mom, but we want to make sure that you're going to be okay when you have to get out this morning. I know my dad will have to come out and get that snow blower and treat these roadways. So we've been out really all morning. We started our way on 90 in Cleveland. We made our way through Avon into Amherst on Route 58 as well. And so this is what you're going to be seeing, as Michael mentioned, on those side streets in those neighborhoods, John and Lena. But the snow, I can tell you, it really seems like it's almost let up. I mean, it's falling, but it's very, very light this morning. And just one thing I want to say before we end this, Mom, this wasn't my idea. It was the photographer, Derek. So when you call, I'm going to have you talk to him.
You will always be there, baby. Tiffany, come on.
Tiffany, is that oatmeal offer extended to all of us, or was that just for you and Derek?
I'll see what I can do. Maybe I'll knock on the door.
All right.
Thanks, good. Tiffany. Okay, let's check in with Eric Seaver.
All right, he's in Oakwood Village checking out the conditions there on 271. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning, Lena and John. So it sounds like Michael and Tiffany have already warned you guys about those side streets in the more residential areas. I'm going to issue a slight warning about the highways. We are on 271 headed north. Now, we came down 71 south of Akron and kind of looped our way back up through Cuyahoga Falls and Macedonia. Now, again, like you said, we're leaving Oakwood Village. The thing with the freeways is that whether it's a 4-lane or a 2-lane freeway, for the most part, we're only seeing about 2 lanes kind of cleared and good for traffic, and people are mostly sticking to those 2 lanes. Now, what that means is, of course, there's a bit of congestion, and of course, as we get closer to that 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock hour when rush hour really picks up, we're seeing a lot more congestion. Unfortunately, along with that, a lot more coverage on the roadways. So the big bullet point is here, whether you're taking residential or freeways, you're going to want to give yourself some extra time and go just maybe 10 minutes below the speed limit. Otherwise, pretty smooth sailing for the most part. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Eric, thank you.